Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. Bring it out. It's Thomas. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season. Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive game.
To the air, it's Flores. Still looking, on the move. Got out of trouble and throws. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped short of the line of the game. Needed about 3 more on that one. Fourth down and 3 try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The give out of the gun. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one, make that first impression.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. As the drive starts at their own 6. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a...
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice move there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Man, what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
The give to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Fakes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Smothers. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Smothers. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Smothers. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
To the air on first down. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, better look out. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking downfield on first down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's Flores. Got a man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking for room. It's Smothers. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Turning it on. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air. It's Flores. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive. Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Sooners will will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Flores. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Leaves it with the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man, it's Smothers. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Holds it in on the right. Off and running. He's at the touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
It's Flores. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he shows you the athleticism. He shows you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Leaves it with the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Got enough for the first. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Football is very easy when the offensive line does their job like that. I mean, look at those holes, back able to make a cut, first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Fires to the tight end. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Next, going for the goal line. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got it back on second and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown Sooners!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the shuffle pass is complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The run from the shotgun. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fleming. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Out of the gun to give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you throw.
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. The running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 21 over Buffalo. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Flores. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position, making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun to give, looking for room.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time. But you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Back to throw, it's Flores. Hauls it in.
At this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoffs. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Dances away to buy time. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give on the inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen, and a guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. A run for the quarterback. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. The give to the tailback. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. After run, now throw. He's got it. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Man, and you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.